Hello everybody, and welcome to the second part of the Wellness Lifestyle series. If you haven't yet, go check out the first class. It's all about eating right and supplementing if you're unable to eat a proper, healthy, balanced diet, which if you listen to the video or read the blog post about that class, you'll see that most of us are actually incapable of doing that, no matter how hard we try. I also go over in that class about what to expect in this series, since it will be a multiple part series too. But now that I've covered eating right and supporting your digestion and metabolism, I'm going to be talking about moving your body, exercise today. As most people already know, exercise helps support your heart and circulatory systems. There are many products, including oils. I'm actually going to talk about oils today, guys. Surprise, surprise. That can help with greater focus, along with ease feelings of tension in the body, and to help you stay active and strong too. So, as most people know, it is suggested that you move your body at least once a day. It is recommended that 30 minutes a day, just that, 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes, that you do some form of exercise, whether it's yoga, running, anything. Just get up, move. So really, no matter what your lifestyle is, you have the time. It's about making the time, fitting it into your schedule. I can guarantee that there's 30 minutes somewhere in your day. I know one of the things that I like to do when it's not raining, unfortunately it has been raining non-stop recently in my area, and we've had a lot of flooding, but when it isn't raining, I have 2 15-minute breaks that I can utilize, and I get out and I walk. And yeah, that's 30 minutes alone, and then I do try to get to the gym on some of the days of the week when I am able to. But 30 minutes, 15-minute breaks. If you work an 8-hour shift, at least in the state of New York, you are obligated to have 15-minute breaks every 4 hours. So get out there or walk around your building, whatever, just move. So there's my 2 cents on exercise. So I think one of the things to remember when I'm talking about all of this information is this isn't about a diet. I really do not want you guys to think that I'm talking about a diet. This isn't what it's about. It's about a lifestyle change. So really getting out there and changing your life, and not just, oh, well, I'm going to do these different things in my life for a month or 2 months and lose a ton of weight, and then I'll go back to my old ways. Well, if you do that, that's up to you. But that's not what this class is going to be about. It's going to be about changing your lifestyle, just like the previous class and the ones to follow. So I did find some interesting facts about exercise. I know I usually am like, ugh, these facts are boring, but I did find some interesting ones. According to the Institute of Medicine, 2/3 of adults and 1/3 of children in the United States are overweight. I think that most of us probably aren't very surprised by this. After really starting to put this class together, I started people watching even more than I normally do. And when you really look around, it's sad to look at the overall health of the United States. It's just something needs to be done. So why not start here? The second thing that I thought was interesting was for every hour you get of regular exercise, you'll gain approximately 2 hours of additional life expectancy. I don't know about you, but if that doesn't get you up and moving, I'm not sure what will. And lastly, exercise can help you feel less anxious and more relaxed. One exercise session guarantees around 90 to 120 minutes of relaxation response. So I thought those were kind of interesting. One of the other things I wanted to talk about was the 4 steps to success. I feel like a lot of times it's just crazy the amount of things that people tell you to do and how to stay on track. But these are pretty simple. Change your attitude, first and foremost. If you're watching this class or you're reading the blog post later on, you're already making the first step there. You need to set realistic, small goals. Don't be like, I'm going to lose 50 pounds by next month. You're not. So, move on. But yes, set realistic, small goals. I want to lose 2 pounds at the end of this week. And there's actually a website, and I don't have it on me, but if you Google it, I'm sure it'll come up, where you can put in your height, your weight, and your goal for weight loss and come up with a realistic timeline. So I think that's really interesting. And I believe, don't quote me on it, but I feel like one of the fitness apps, maybe MyFitnessPal, you can do that on as well too. So I thought that was interesting. Another thing is to post your goals somewhere. Figure out somewhere that's going to work best for you. Some people post them online. Some people post them on a vision board. Some people just keep them as a note on their phone. Some people use phone apps. Whatever works best for you, do that. Second, surround yourself by positive, healthy people. I cannot stress this enough. If you're around toxic, unhealthy people, you're most likely going to see their habits and take after them. So I know a lot of people struggle with this, especially in work environments. If they have a lot of snackers, a lot of unhealthy snackers, they tend to do that as well too. So just something to keep in mind. And always keep in mind too, we live in an amazing world where although technology can get the best of us, it can also bring out the best of us too. So if you're not able to find healthy, positive people in your day-to-day life, there's always online. And that's one of the things I love about my wellness community, is that there's always people there to push me in better directions. Even though I have great support in real life, it's great to have that support online too with people that have similar goals. So just something to consider. The next thing is improve your diet. So I've already talked about this in the Eating Right class. Don't skip meals, drink water, eat a balanced whole food diet, and slowly change your diet too. If you're someone that eats red meat every single day, 3 times a day for every single meal, you go all out with the carbs, don't decide that tomorrow you're going to be a vegan and eat all plant-based diet. Some people can do that, don't get me wrong, but the majority of us cannot. So be realistic. And the last thing, exercise. Stop making excuses and just do it. All right, so let's talk about oils. Oh my gosh, you're probably like, what? Last class, I don't think I mentioned oils much, but this class we're going to talk about a couple oils. I have 5 oils that I absolutely love and depend on when it comes to exercise. I have started a new exercise routine within the last month, so these are some oils that I've been highly utilizing. They include Peppermint, our Breathe Blend, Deep Blue Blend, AromaTouch Blend, and Slim and Sassy Blend. First is Peppermint. This oil is great for alertness, energy, cravings, muscle stiffness and tension. Amazing for head tension, especially if you get shoulder tension or head tension during a detoxing. So if you're starting to live a better lifestyle when it comes to what you eat and put into your body, a lot of times that does cause detoxing. So peppermint is great for head tension for that. It also helps with digestion and emotionally balancing too, which is a great thing. So you need a lot of emotional support when you go through a lifestyle change, which I will talk about a lot next month. So how can you use peppermint? You can use it in a roller on your neck, forehead, and wrist. This is personally my favorite way to use it when I'm working out. I hate being hot. I think that's probably a good I'd say like 75%. I also hate the achiness, but we'll talk about that more. 75% of why I hate working out is the fact that you're hot, you're sticky, you're gross. I just don't like that. Peppermint has been a lifesaver for me in this sense. You can also add a drop or two to a bottle of water. Of course, as I mentioned in the last class, make sure it's glass or metal. Absolutely no plastic. Use this before and after. Nice, refreshing, cooling. You can also use a drop or two in a smoothie to help with cravings throughout the day. The next oil I wanted to talk about is Breathe, which is also called the Respiratory Blend. This includes a bunch of oils. Some of the ones you may have heard of are eucalyptus, peppermint, melaleuca, which is also tea tree, lemon, and cardamom. They're some of the more popular oils you've probably heard of. You may have heard of the other ones too. This oil creates feelings of easy breathing, opens the airways, and it also helps promote a restful night's sleep. I know a lot of people, myself included, really love it at nighttime, especially if it's during a time of year that respiratory-wise you just need support. So anytime where you tend to have seasonal allergies or right now it's just really muggy and gross out, it's kind of useful in that sense. So ways that you can use it: diffuse it during your workouts or at night. Absolutely amazing in that sense. And another way to use it, I actually used it last week. I started using it while I was running at the gym, and I used it on my neck, my chest, and my wrist, and it was great because I like peppermint, but the Breathe was like a nice little twist. It was something new. It has that lemon and cardamom, which kind of make it a little more softer than peppermint. So if you're someone that kind of gets overwhelmed by peppermint, this is a wonderful, wonderful blend option for you, because you get the benefits of the peppermint, but I definitely noticed that the lemon and cardamom kind of tone it down a little, so it's not as overpowering as peppermint can sometimes be. The next oil I want to talk about is the Deep Blue. It's the soothing blend. Deep Blue is really amazing because it comes in a couple different forms. You can get it in just the regular 5 milliliter bottle, which is like a dropper top. You can also get it in a roller bottle, which is absolutely beautiful. You can actually see it in the picture here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, because you could see that blue Tansy coming out. Oh, I love it. And then you can also get the Deep Blue in a rub, which is a beautiful lotion, which you will rarely ever hear me say that. I hate lotion. I will openly admit that. I do not like lotion, which some people who know me personally may think that's very ironic, since I worked in body care for 11 years. But I cannot stand the feeling of lotion. But this lotion I love. So, what is the Deep Blue oil? It has wintergreen, peppermint, blue tansy, just to name a few. And then it also has helichrysum in it too, which is an amazing, amazing oil when it comes to skin health and just overall body. Obviously, maybe I just like it because it has blue tansy on it, but no. So what is this oil good for? It is amazing. I cannot express how amazing it is for muscle, back, and joint pain. So many people use this on a regular basis just for chronic joint pain. My mother included. She swears by this blend. She had horrible issues with her knee joints, and I want to say feet too. It has done wonders for her. I've been using it on a regular basis for my shoulder too while being in physical therapy. And in addition to that, it's great for head tension too, because it does have that peppermint in there, which is really great for that. So how can you use it? Before and after exercise. So if you have a spot or an area that's already a little sore, or maybe a little more tender when it comes to working out, it is a great option to put it on before you work out, and of course after too, to really help relax and comfort the joints. It helps with inflammation too, so it's great to use on your joints for inflammation. A lot of times, if I'm on my feet a lot or after I work out at night, I can tell that I'm starting to get inflammation, so I'll put it on my feet at night. It is very cooling though, so if you're someone that doesn't like to have that cooling feeling when you go to bed, I wouldn't recommend it then. I would say to do it before. And then you can also add a little extra to the pre-made lotion. So if you want a little extra kick, you can add it to the lotion. Personally, I think the lotion is good the way it is, but some people do add a little extra just to kind of amplify it a little. The next blend I want to talk about is the AromaTouch. It's the massage blend. This blend is beautiful. If you like the Deep Blue but want something a little more mild, this is great too. It has basil, grapefruit, cypress, marjoram, lavender, and peppermint. So it's got a great variety that helps with a lot of different things. So this oil is actually good for muscle aches and head tension. It's great for restless legs too. So if you're someone that suffers from that at night, awesome blend for that. And it also helps with poor circulation. So that's one of the great things. You can apply it to your joints before and after exercise for discomfort. You can massage into your legs and arms as well too. And it's great for an overall body massage. If you are familiar with doTERRA, you may have heard of the AromaTouch kit and the AromaTouch massage. This is one of the oils that is one of the key oils in that technique. So it's kind of interesting. And like I mentioned before, you can use it on your feet after a workout to help with circulation, also with muscle tension too. So this is another great option along with the Deep Blue for after workouts. The last oil blend I want to talk about real quick is going to be the Slim and Sassy Metabolic Blend. This is my love oil right now. Oh my gosh, I love it, love it, love it. This has grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon, and tastes amazing. It helps manage appetite between meals. It boosts the metabolism, helps with energy and lifts the mood, and helps with cravings too. I love this stuff, guys. How can you use it? You can use 1 to 2 drops in a smoothie to help with cravings. You can use 2 to 4 drops in a little bit of lotion. Use on your legs to help with circulation and cellulite too. Great lotion for cellulite. And then you can also use 1 to 2 drops in some water for before, during, and after your workouts to help with energy and to help with cravings. One of my personal favorite ways to use it, because I'm always on the go for work, to take 3 to 5 soft gels daily to help with appetite and metabolism. So I usually take one first thing in the morning with my morning smoothie. I take one in the afternoon when I'm starting to get a little hangry and grouchy, but I don't want a snack. And then I usually take one at night too. So I love these. And these really help me get my metabolism going and help me drop some pretty awesome pounds in the beginning of my wellness journey. One of the other things that can help is it can help with energy, so you can diffuse it. It smells amazing in the diffuser. That ginger along with the citrus oils and the cinnamon, great. And then lastly, you can also purchase the chewing gum, which is really awesome. So something to help suppress any cravings between meals. So yeah, those are the 5 oils that I absolutely depend on. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about, I wanted to touch briefly on the Slim and Sassy shakes. So there's actually 2 different types of shakes, which I appreciate so much when it comes to doTERRA. There are 2 that you will see. There are the TrimShakes, and they have the protein base of whey along with egg protein. And then there's also the V shake, which is phenomenal. A lot of companies tend to forget about us vegetarian vegans, but the V shake actually includes pea and quinoa protein, which is really, really great. I absolutely love that they give that option because, like I said, most companies kind of forget about them. So what are the shakes? I should probably tell you that first. It's a nutrient-enhanced meal alternative. I think most people are familiar with shakes at this point, but I think the nice thing and the important thing to remember when it comes to the shakes is that it's not made to be a permanent solution for all of your dietary needs. It's great to have a shake to help suppress hunger, but I feel like some people go a little overboard with the shakes. Actually, I don't feel like it. Like, I know. I feel like everybody is like all about the shakes, and some people, I don't even think at this point eat meals. I don't know. I feel like shakes are kind of a touchy subject, but I personally love them. I use the V shake usually once a day, sometimes twice a day, but I like some real food in my stomach, so there's just that. But I am not a morning person, so what I do is I actually make a shake first thing in the morning, and that really helps me get my day started, and then I snack after that, and then I'll have lunch. So that's what personally works for me. Some people mix it up, and I will actually include in the blog post for this class a health wellness meal plan that doTERRA put together to kind of get you kick-started with your wellness journey. And then I'll also include some smoothie recipes too that doTERRA has supplied, which have some really, really great ideas. Because I feel like a lot of people are like, okay, so what do I do with this? They put it in a shaker bottle and they're like, okay, what's all the hype? But there's so much that you can do with shakes other than just throw it in a bottle with some water or milk. So other than the protein, what's included in them, there's fiber, which promotes beneficial bacteria function and elimination. Like I mentioned, there's protein, which helps with muscle recovery. There's ashwagandha, which I may have just butchered that word, but we're going to go with it. This actually helps release stress hormones. It is so, so amazing what this is capable of doing, and you'll hear a little more about this later. It also benefits reducing stress and reduces overeating and cravings, along with supporting blood sugar levels and enhancing energy. So that crazy little ashwagandha root and leaf extract, it does a lot. And lastly, you're going to find some potato protein in there too, which helps control cravings and snacking between meals. So that's really it that I wanted to cover about shakes. Like I said, definitely check out the blog post that I will have that complements this class, because there'll be a lot of information in that post when it comes to how to use the shakes and how to be a little more creative with them. The next thing I want to talk about are supplements. There are 2 supplements that are great to use when it comes to exercise support and really helping you, whether it's energy, stamina, or discomfort. These 2 supplements are really great for it. The first one is the Mito 2 Max. This is an energy and stamina complex, but without all of the toxic, scary things that you find in energy drinks or pre-workout or anything like that. This is actually a great supplement to take instead of the synthetic, chemically filled pre-workout. So it helps increase energy while decreasing the stress response due to physical activity or daily life. It helps support healthy cellular energy production. It also helps with body fatigue, hormonal imbalance, physical stress, and anxious feelings. And it helps promote healthy circulation. Awesome supplement. So what you can do is take 1 capsule with breakfast and lunch, and use as a natural substitute to caffeinated drinks. Excuse me, I can't talk. Some of the things that are included in it include green tea, polyphenols, which I did talk a lot about those in our last class about eating right. You will find ginseng for energy and stress support, ashwagandha, which I mentioned before, but there are a lot of other great ingredients in there. I didn't want to just sit here and list them all off, but I will have a full list available through the blog post again. The second one, this one, guys, I love it, love it, love it. Funny enough, my mother actually got me into this one. She started using this. She had extreme chronic knee pain to the point where it was hard for her to function on a daily basis. So she started using this to really help get everything manageable and under control, and she was able to do that, and now she actually just uses the Deep Blue oil and rub. So pretty awesome. But what is this thing that I'm raving about right now? Deep Blue is a polyphenol complex. Again, I talked about that last class. It's a blend of powerful polyphenols clinically tested to help soreness and discomfort when it comes to physical activities or just daily life. It soothes aches and discomforts, and also any discomfort from inflammation too, which is what I love about it. And it also helps support muscle and joint function. When it comes to using this, it's really user preference. You can take anywhere from 1 to 3 capsules daily with meals, or you can take 2 capsules for extra support. What I typically did, because I was using it for my shoulder discomfort, was I was taking 1 in the morning with my morning shake, and then taking 1 at night with my Lifelong Vitality line. And that's what worked for me. But again, it's really up to individual person. Some people might want to take 2 right before or after a workout to help. So you kind of really have to figure it out. And I think that's another great thing to kind of mention at this point, is that natural supplements aren't an immediate fix. Something like over-the-counter drugs or prescription drugs, you're going to get that immediate fix because of that synthetic chemical that you're putting in your body. Anything natural is going to take a little time. So I think one of the biggest things when it comes to using oils or supplements or anything like that is learning that you need to have patience, because if you do, it will pay in the long run. Immediate satisfaction or gratification isn't always a good thing. It's not a long-term solution. Anyways, kind of went off on a rant there. When it comes to the Deep Blue complex, it includes frankincense for inflammation. It also includes ginger root for pain, inflammation, and circulation. It has some green tea in there, and it also has pomegranate fruit, which, if you remember from the last class about eating right, pomegranate has a lot of natural polyphenols or antioxidants. So that is why you'll find that in here. The pomegranate also helps support lower cholesterol, lower blood pressure, and increases heart health too. But like the other supplement, you can actually pop on the blog post, and I'll have a link to the full ingredient list on there too. All right, guys, so that really wraps up all the different ways that you can help support your exercise. But how do you get these things? So one of the things that I want to talk about is how a lot of these things come in kits that you may already have or are super easy to grab. When it comes to grabbing a kit, if you're not already a member, if you become a member and grab your own account with doTERRA, you actually get 25% off retail price. You get the ability to earn free products every month. You get a welcome package from me, along with a personalized oil reading, which is this really awesome, simple kind of survey that I do with you, kind of figure out what your needs are, what your wants are. We can talk more about this class. And then I make a personal blend for you too. So most likely if you're watching this class and you have any physical needs when it comes to exercise support, I can make you an awesome blend with some of the things that we mentioned today and really get you all started for your journey. But it's completely personalized. Like, I don't just have you fill out like a weird questionnaire and send you like this generic thing. It's 100% about you. In addition to that, that kind of goes along with it, I do give you resources for education, which is one of the things I am most thankful for when it comes to our community. And lastly, you get community too. So you get more classes like this. You actually are welcomed into a beautiful community, our parent community, our Omni team, which has close to 2,000 people online. We have daily classes during the week, Monday through Friday, and then also a Saturday class too, and people to converse with. So kind of like I was talking about earlier, when you need to find that community support when it comes to exercise, it's great to have that community support when it comes to oils and supplements too. When you have questions and you're not sure what's going on, or how to use them, or if you can change something up because you want a different outcome, you have that community and that support. So those are just great things to have, those resources to have. So when it comes to grabbing some of these things that I talked about today, there are some great starter kits that include some of the oils that I spoke about. One of the things that I absolutely suggest to everyone, and I mentioned this in my last class, that I adore, is the AromaTouch Diffuse Kit. So this kit is great if you're looking for a budget-friendly way to start with oils and really try some things out. You're going to get a 5 milliliter bottle of the Deep Blue, a 5 milliliter bottle of Peppermint, and also a 5 milliliter bottle of AromaTouch. And to put into non-oily terms, because people are like, okay, what does that mean? A 5 milliliter bottle equals about 85 drops. So you can do a lot with 85 drops. So it's pretty great. But this is a beautiful kit. Plus you get all the additional oils in the kit for other things within your life. And you get the 25% off too. So if there's any other things that we talked about in today's class and you're not able to get in that kit, you can still get the discount. The second kit is the Home Essentials Kit. This one is amazing if you're looking for support for yourself and your family too, or if you're looking for a better deal. So with these, you get the Deep Blue, for this kit, you actually get the Deep Blue, Peppermint, and Breathe, but the Peppermint and Breathe are in 15 milliliter bottles. So you get 250 drops in each one of those bottles. So you definitely get a better deal with that one. And lastly, I told you guys this was coming, but the Natural Solutions Kit. This kit is awesome. If you're looking to really overhaul your lifestyle and your wellness, this is the kit. So you're going to get Peppermint and Breathe and AromaTouch all in 15 milliliter bottles. So that's what? 750 drops of oil. Goodness. And then you're also going to get the Deep Blue Rub in this kit, which is phenomenal. Love it. I always have it. But yeah, so you get that, and then you also get the On Guard items within this for immune support. You'll get a diffuser, and you'll get a bunch of other oils and body care products too with that. So those are the 3 ways to really get started. If you don't have an account with doTERRA yet, you can grab one of those. You'll get the 25% off some of the oils that we talked about and get started. If you are already a member though, you guys get some extra little goodies to choose from. One of the kits that is a great kit when it comes to exercise and wellness is going to be the Athlete's Kit. This one's a great little kit with a little bag to kind of pop everything in. You're going to get Peppermint and Breathe in 5 milliliter bottles along with a deep blue rub and some additional oils, so that one's great. The second one is going to be the Relief and Revive kit. This is one of the newer kits that they just launched. I think it was a couple months ago. It is a loyalty rewards program only kit, but it's great because you're going to get a bunch of great things in it, but you'll get the 15 milliliter AromaTouch, Deep Blue Rub, and you're going to get the Deep Blue Complex. So this is one of the ones that will actually include one of the supplements. And the last kit is going to be the Athlete Care Kit, and this one is an LRP only kit as well, but you're going to get a 10 milliliter Deep Blue roller, which is the undiluted roller. It is not the touch roller. So that is pure essential oil in Deep Blue, 10 milliliter. You're also going to get peppermint beadlets, which are awesome, especially if you're on the go. You're going to get a 5 milliliter AromaTouch, and then you're going to get the Mito 2 Max supplement in this kit too. So there are some really great ways to grab some of these supplements and oils if you are a member, or if you're not, if you're looking to open up an account with doTERRA too. So if you guys have any questions about any of those kits or how to grab them, definitely send me a message, or if you go straight to my website and it's just vanessa-reed.com, you can get them there as well too, or I should have a link in my account profile for that. But yeah, so that's it when it comes to the exercise and overall wellness lifestyle. Next, I will be talking about rest and stress management, and I also plan to talk about emotional wellness too. And I feel like I could have made this into probably one class, but I kind of touched on this earlier. I hate how we always want to talk so much about physical health. So I made one class about eating well, and I make one class about exercise, and then it's like, okay, yeah, emotional health is just in one class, but it's so much more than that. So what I'm going to do is the next class is going to focus solely around rest and sleep and stress management, and then I'm going to do an entirely different class all about emotional wellness. There are amazing, beautiful oils that help with all of these different things when it comes to emotions and stress and sleep. And I really want to make sure that we get to cover as many as possible. But I hope you guys enjoyed this class. Like I did say, if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions for you. And yeah, I will see you in our next class about sleep.